Hello and welcome to Belgian Diecast Restorations. I'm Johan and this week I have another Matchbox model on the turntable. The Alvis Stalwart was a British-made amphibious vehicle that was mainly used in the 1960s by the British Army. Lesney introduced this model in 1966 and it remained in production until 1971, the same year that production on the real-life Stalwart was stopped. This Stalwart has been on quite some explorations, judging from its worn paint job and its missing decals, canopy and tires. So let's get out the tools and make this model factory fresh again. This model is quite simple and is held by only one rivet in the rear. I drill it out and the model separates in two halves. The top part with the cab and the cargo bay, and the base with the wheels. The model has a window piece but no interior, and the suspension has been built into the window unit. The rod for the rear suspension has broken off, but luckily it's still inside the model. I removed the wheel hubs by grinding off the axle ends. The hubs and the window piece will go into the ultrasonic cleaner. The two parts of the body go into the caustic soda to remove the paint. Next, I polish them with the wire brush to remove the last bits of paint and to prepare them for priming. The paint on this model is quite stubborn and I have to switch to different wire brushes to remove all the remains of the paint. Before I can start painting, I drill a 1.5mm pilot hole in the rivet post. The post is quite long and I can go pretty deep. Then I tap a 2mm screw thread to accommodate the screw. I prime body and base with Motip white primer. Next, both parts get a coat of Motip High Gloss White. And finally, everything gets a clear coat of Motip Gloss Varnish. The ultrasonic cleaner did a pretty good job on the wheel hubs and the window piece. I gave the wheel hubs a final scrub with a toothbrush and window cleaning liquid. The scratches on the window piece are buffed out with 1200 grit sandpaper, then the windows are polished with polishing compound for car headlights. As I polish the windows, a leg of the front suspension breaks off, just in time to glue everything back on. I use superglue and baking soda to attach the legs of the suspension back to the window unit. This creates an extremely strong bond which is necessary for a suspension part that is under constant stress. When the paint is cured, I can put the model back together. First I attach the wheel hubs back to the base using my watchmaker's anvil and a small hammer to form a new mushroom head on the axle ends. The window piece and the suspension drop in place, then I close the model up with the screw. The paint cracks around the screw, so I'll need to retouch this later. I sourced these tires from model car parts in the Netherlands. They are not the slick tires like on the original model, but these threaded truck tires are a lot more realistic on the Stalwart. I also bought a new canopy. Links to the parts will be in the description. It has a small imperfection on the side, but I can live with that. The last detail are of course the decals. The decals are different on each side, with the BP logo always on the side of the cap. Based on several pictures and on the dimensions of the model, I made these new decals in vector software. They are very crisp and clear and can be resized for smaller or larger models without any problems. If you are interested, you can get these decals from my Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can download them for a small fee. Members can download all my current and future decals for free. And we're done. This Alvis Stalwart has been on quite some adventures. It was dirty, had a dull windscreen, missed some paint and was missing its tires, decals and canopy. And this is what the model looks like now in its brand new paint job, with a polished windscreen, new tires, a new canopy and new decals. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tick that notification bell. More restorations are coming up. See you in the next video.